What is going on, everybody? Nick Albrecht here, back with Week 7 NFL picks and predictions. And here we are. Another week down, another one begins. So let me fix the screen. All right, there we go. So yeah, I mean, for me, it was a good week for me to just sit and watch football, and not worrying about the Vikings potentially taking years off my life. And I got destroyed in both fantasy leagues, but I mean, what are you gonna do? I mean, seriously, my one league, I'm gonna be no worse than the number 2 seed just because my team's so deep. And in my other league, I got to see what happens. But what are you gonna do? I mean, what are you gonna do? I went 9-6 last week on picks, so I'm 62-30. I mean, my weekly, everybody's been wrong. Like, there's been a lot of upsets, a lot of weird games, a lot of fixed shit. So it's really, it's just everybody's struggling. I think on pick'ems this year, but I'm still 62-30, so that's pretty good. Um, Bye weeks this week are only the Bills and the Ravens, the only two teams on buys. I think next week we'll start having like 4 to 6 teams on buys, something like that. But let's get right into it. Let's get right into it this week. Week 7 already week 7. So we have Thursday night football. Steelers at the Bengals. Pitt's 5.5. Over under is 43.5. If Burrow was playing this game, this would probably be a very entertaining / exciting game. But the Bengals they just can't do nothing on offense, no matter who's quarterback. And to me, that proves you right there. Burrow's that whole team, not Chase, not Higgins, it's Burrow. Burrow makes that team good. So the Steelers should win this game. I just don't see how they wouldn't win with their defense against Flacco and just again, since he just can't move the ball. It's the over is only 43.5, so I think this might be a lower scoring game. Maybe it's that many points because the Bengals can't score. Maybe Pitt puts up like 30 something. Who knows? Because remember, since he's D. But yeah, so Steelers win. I think the Steelers win this game 31-17. I just think, excuse me. I just think it's gonna be another struggle for the Bengals. They can't get anything going. I just don't understand it. If they had cap space, they would have went out and got a real quarterback. Like he's not gonna help you save your season. If they had cap space, they would have went out and got somebody. You know what I mean? But they don't have. They have like everybody makes fun of Russell Wilson now, but you know what? He would at least move the ball with this team with these receivers. You know what I'm saying? Like he did it against Dallas with neighbors in Dallas. So he do it with Chase and shit. So, but they don't have money. They rather pay 4 players. In general, the Bengals are just a mess. So, all right. So Sunday morning, 9:30, another London game. We have the Rams at the Jaguars. Rams are 2.5. Over on is 44.5. I mean, Puka, I think, will play. I mean, it's looking that way. But even if he doesn't, I think the Rams win this game. I just don't like the Jaguars at all. I mean, I just don't. Like you pick them to lose to the Chiefs, they beat the Chiefs. You pick them to beat the Seahawks, they lose to the Seahawks. So it's like, like you don't know. So this week it means they're going to win because I'm picking against them again. Yeah, I just think the Rams are the better team here. It's overseas. It's gonna be a close game. All these London games are always close. It's just weird. Like the Broncos and Jets last week. It was an ugly, 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 weird close game. So yeah, Rams win. Rams win here 24-17. I just even if Puka plays, I think the Rams win this game pretty easily. I just don't fear the Jaguars. There's just something about them. Then we got the Bears home against the Saints. Chicago's 5.5. Over under is 47.5. Yeah, I mean the Saints might put up a fight here, but give it to the Bears last night. They went into Washington and beat them. But again, the Commanders in my book, they're another team. They're just flat. Like without Daniels, they ain't nothing. Last night, and again, you can see I'm doing this video on Tuesday because tomorrow I'm not sure what I'm doing yet, but I'm just doing it on Tuesday just to get it out and done with for the week. So, Yeah, so I just think right here, I think this game, the Saints might put up a fight, but the Bears win. Because, the Saints, they've been playing some gritty football. So, give me the Bears here. I'll just say 27-17. I think this might be a first half score, maybe like 14, like 9 at the half. Oh, they're keeping it close, or they could be winning, the Saints, and then they just die off in the second half. Bears coming off flat from a Monday night game, but they'll find a way because the Saints just don't have a knack for winning. Then we got the Dolphins at the Browns. Cleveland is 2.5. Over-under is 40.5. It's pretty rare to see the Browns favoring the game. Yeah, so I just, this game right here, this is just the shit bowl. I mean, I just, both these teams are battling maybe for the worst team in the AFC or number top 3 pick, whatever it is. But I'll take Cleveland. I'll take the Browns. I think, Miami they're just overall more of a mess. Cleveland's got the defense. Cleveland's got they're both lefty quarterbacks, but, Tua, I don't know. Cleveland I think, has got the better offensive guys now because Tyreek's out. I just think Cleveland's just going to win this game. I mean, because they're home and just Miami just doesn't do anything for you. They just don't. So I'll take the Browns. I'll take the Browns in a low-scoring 17-13. No, I'm going to say it's going to be this weird. It's going to be like 17-12. I just think Tua is just going to struggle. 17-12. I just think it's just going to be one of those games. Like in Cleveland, Miami, they might haven't scored a touchdown in this game. It's just one of those games that they just struggle to score points. And it's all field goals or whatever. And it's that Cleveland atmosphere. It's just weird how it is over in that stadium. But Browns win. Then we got my lock of the week here. Patriots at the Titans. Patriots are 7.5. Over is 42.5. People might say, wow, there's pretty more obvious locks. But no, this one I think is the lock because I'm going against the grid. Usually, when teams fire their coaches like Tennessee did yesterday, the following week, that team, like 75 to 80% of the time, win the next game. And I don't know what it is. When they fire the coaches, they win the next game. But Tennessee's so bad, I just can't see that happening. To me, I know Cam Moore doesn't have the team around him, but he hasn't looked great at all. I just think he's one of those guys that he was a first overall pick because his draft class is weak this past year, especially on the quarterback end. So, he's a quarterback, take him first. But I just don't think he's that great. Like, people are going to bash him because he's on a good team. They're not going to say anything. But he's not even putting up numbers. Like, he's not doing anything. But they'll talk shit on McCarthy after 2 games. Like, that's the stuff that doesn't make sense with NFL fans, the media, and just the NFL media and just people in general. And he was shorthanded, McCarthy, when he had his first 2 starts. But yeah, so Patriots win. I think the Patriots, they put in this game pretty well. I'm going to say 34-16. It's the lock of the week. Vrabel coming back to Tennessee. They want to stick it up their ass. So it's all writing on the wall. The Patriots are the lock of the week. So here you go. Next game, Raiders at Chiefs. Everybody could say this game right here too. KC's 12.5. Over-under is 45.5. Yeah, so I mean the Chiefs here. You really think Mahomes is going to lose to this team? He's had struggling problems with the Raiders at home the last 2 years. But I think this year, he that's the end of that. He's getting Rashee Rice back. I don't know how much of an impact he's going to make in this game. Maybe if the Raiders run the ball a lot, maybe they can keep this game close to Gentry because their passing attack's weak. I don't know about Brock Bowers. He's being a pussy this year. He's sitting out, hurt. I mean, just get out there and play, dude. You're one of the best tight ends in football on a bad team. You got to get out there and give them at least a chance to win. So, Chiefs win. Chiefs to win this game here, 27-16. I think this game's, the Raiders are going to just run a little bit, kill clock, try to keep their momentum. But I think it's one of those games every time the Chiefs have it, almost every time they put up points. You know what I mean? So, Chiefs win. And then we got the game everyone's been anticipating, including myself, of course. Eagles at Vikings. On FanDuel, the line's 2.5. On here, it's 2 on ESPN. So it says Eagles are 2. Over-under is 43.5. It's pretty crazy how the Eagles are only 2-point favorites and the Vikings are a mystery at quarterback right now. I don't know who's going to start. I mean, it's obviously Wentz or McCoy. They're both not 100%. according to them. But I have a weird feeling it's going to be McCarthy. I just think after the bye, they're going to bring him back, take the training wheels off, and they're going to throw him in and then with a fully healthy receiving core, at least, not O-line. But we're getting some guys back. I don't know what the Eagles' injury report's going to look like, but if Mitchell's out, if Quinion Mitchell's out, Jefferson might go for 200 yards on, I guess, Ringo. I don't know who to guard him. But I just don't see how they would slow him down, and Addison will be able to get open. The Eagles haven't looked great. I mean, they got their asses killed by it. What a bad week for Philly last week. I mean, I'm glad the Phillies are done. I'm tired of that shit. The Eagles losing the same night, which is awesome. I got to say here, I mean, no, my luck, the Eagles will win because it's I live in the area and I'll have to hear it. But I just have the feeling, man. I just have the feeling. This is the most Vikings-Eagles game I had the most feeling we're going to win, I think, in years. Like, we beat them in 2019 in Minnesota. We're 1-0 against them in US Bank Stadium. I was confident we won that game, but not as confident as this time. I just have a great feeling we win. So I'm going to stick with my gut and take the Vikings in my heart. But this is debatable. It's the first Vikings game this year. It's a debate. And there's going to be more games down the road. It's going to be a debate who I like, but we'll see. So I'm going to take the Vikings. I just think coming off the bye, the Eagles are in a struggle. I think, they're just struggling right now. The Vikings, all they got to do is score 23, 24 points in this game, I think. The Eagles, not their offense hasn't been great, but the Vikings defense, they're going to throw all these different looks at Hurts. I just think, I don't know, like we're getting Blake Cashman back, or our linebacker up the middle. It's just going to be one of those games. But I'm going to give the Eagles a couple extra points here. I think the Vikings run it a lot. They hit some deep shots. It's that type of game. I'm going to say 30-24 Vikes. I think really it could be 30-24 either way. But I'm going to say, obviously I'm saying Vikings. Might be one of those games where the Eagles get the ball with under 2 minutes left and they try to go down the field or something, and that Minnesota crowd, hostile environment, they turn them over, they pick them off, something crazy. This game has the crazy written ending all over. It might be the game of the week, but now it is a shame. I wish it would be more fun if both teams were actually fully healthy here. I mean, because it's just how it is. But yeah. So give me the Minnesota. Give me my Vikings. Next game, Panthers at the Jets. Panthers are 1.5, over under 41.5. So the Jets were favored, but now Garrett Wilson's going to be out a couple weeks. So if Garrett Wilson was playing, I would have taken the Jets to get their first win. But since he's not, now I'm going to take the Panthers. They're 0-3 away. Panthers have looked way better at home than they have away so far. So but this game could still have an upset over it. But I just think Carolina's offense, and I think the Jets' defense is better, but Carolina's offense is better than the Jets. Especially now with Garrett Wilson. My buddy who's on here, Mike, he's going to the game this week at MetLife. So he's going with his mom and brother, just as a fun little event. Good for them. But then I think I announced it on here. Me, him, and my other two buddies were going up when the Vikings play the Giants in December, going to MetLife. So the week before that starts, I'll talk about that more. But so at least he's going. He'll be there twice this year, which is fun. He didn't even want to go to this game. I told him, I said, dude, it's the Jets. So I'll take the Panthers. I think he's gonna go and see a win. And hey, if the Panthers win this game, they're 4-3. Like, who would have thought? Who would have thought? I'll say Panthers win here 23-16. I actually had 23-16 the opposite way if Garrett Wilson was playing, but now 23-16 Panthers. So give me Carolina. Then we got the Giants at the Broncos. Denver 6.5, over under 40.5. This game could have a weird game all over it. I mean, it could, but I think the Broncos win it because they're home. I think the Broncos win this game here 24-16. 24-19. It's going to be close. Closer than what most think. Denver's offense just can't pull away from anybody. Their defense wins in these games. And, I mean, and they have this easy schedule right now. So they're lucky they played the Jets last week because they would have lost. but their defense winning these games. I just feel like that you're gonna have to rely on that in the playoffs. And I don't think that's gonna fit well. Denver, I think Denver's offense was one of those offenses that like when you play like when a team plays them, they just watch the film on the defense. Like, all right, what do we have to do? Because nobody fears the offense. Like, you know what I mean? So I think they win, but it's not gonna be a blowout. So Broncos win, but it's gonna be close. Colts Chargers. This is a tough game to choose. This is really tough. Chargers are 1.5. Over under is 48.5. I mean, this is the second time the Colts have been out to LA to play this year, and their only loss was in LA against the Rams. So they're back over here. This is a tough game to choose because they're back in the same stadium. The Chargers are all banged up. This is tough, but as of right now, I'm gonna take the Colts. I'm gonna take the Colts. I think this game they're gonna go back over there. They're used to the field. They're probably gonna stay at the same hotel, and they're gonna make their second trip over there worth it. Because I think the Rams are better than the Chargers, and they must beat the Rams. So I think Jonathan Taylor's gonna get going. I just think the Chargers are too banged up. I don't know if Quentin Johnston's gonna play. This is what I just think. I'm just gonna take the Colts. I'm gonna take the underdog. I mean, I just think they're gonna make that trip worth it, and they're gonna go over there for a second time and get a win. I just think it's one of those games. So give me the Colts. I'm gonna say 23-20, Indy. 3-point game. Just one of those games. It's gonna be one of those entertaining back and forth games, but I think the Colts squeak it out. Then we got the Commanders at the Cowboys. Commanders are 1.5. Over-under is 55.5. Every game in Dallas is like over. The over-unders always take the over. They're always high scoring. I'll take the Commanders to bounce back. Dallas needs to bounce back too, but I think the Commanders are the much better team. I know I said earlier in the video Daniels makes his team, but I just think they're the better team in general. Dallas, they have no defense. Is CD going to be back here? I don't know, but I'll take Washington here. I'll take the Commanders here 34-26. It's going to be one of those 8-point games. You know what I mean? Every time these two teams play, it's like one of those touchdown type of games. I feel like they're going to win by 8. I just think, it's just Daniels are going to be able to do things here. This is a get healthy game for him because Dallas are day. Then we got Packers, Cardinals. Green Bay 6.5. Over-under is 44.5. I mean, Arizona right now. I mean, they played good against the Colts last week. I don't know if Kyler's starting or not, but I really don't think it matters. I'll take Green Bay. They're just banged up. They have no running backs right now, really. Marvin Harrison might not even play. It just Arizona they're just dysfunctional right now. So I'll take Green Bay here. 31-17. They're the better team. If Arizona wasn't banged up, if they had full strength team, I think this game was closer than what most think. But it's gonna be I think not pretty. Then Sunday Night Football, Falcons at 49ers, San Fran's 2.5, over-under is 47.5. I'll take the Niners at home. Falcons off the big emotional game last night against the Bills. I think short week going cross country, that's tough. So Bijan versus McCaffrey, hey, it's gonna be a hell of a game. I think to be honest with you, Mac Jones might be the better option, I think, than Purdy. Not maybe going down the road, but for right now, that's what I think. But we'll see. I mean, time will only tell. But I'll take San Fran here. I'll take the 49ers here, 27-21. I just think it's another one. Same like I said about the Vikings game. Atlanta going down the field late, and they get stopped. Penix throws a pick, something like that. It's gonna have a good ending, especially for ratings on the Sunday night national stage. Then we got another Monday Night Football doubleheader. God, I hate these doubleheaders. They're so stupid. But this one's not as bad because you have a 7 o'clock game and a 10, so it's not like they're on at the same time. Buccaneers at Lions. Detroit's 5.5. Over-under is 52.5. Lions catch a break in this one. Tampa's going to be without probably all three of their guys. Godwin, Evans, and Mbuka. All three of them. And Bucky Irvin might be still out. If Tampa's fully healthy in this game, I really think they could win. They really have a 60% chance of winning Detroit's 40%. But no, I think the Lions get back on track here at home before their bye and beat the team that they need to beat shorthanded here. Lions win. I say the Lions win this game. They put up in the 30s. I'm going to say 34-24. So it'll be a 10-point game because Tampa knows how to move the ball down the field. But if this game is fully healthy for Tampa, they might not only win this, they might maybe win this game, but it'll be a 3-point type of game, I think. But since everybody's banged up, Lions win. And then we finish it off with Texans Seahawks at 10 o'clock. Seattle's 3.5, over under 41.5. Yeah, I mean, I'll take Seattle here at home. If this game was in Houston, it might be a little bit different because, Houston's got a good defense. Both of these teams' defenses are, like, Seattle's is all right, and Texans is pretty good. But I like Seattle because I just trust their offense more than Houston's. Stroud to me, he's take it or leave it. You know what I mean? I know he needs a better O-line and all that, and maybe another receiver or two, and an actual running game, but I just think, still, I mean, I don't know, there's still time for him to turn it around. Let's put it that way. But so Seahawks win. I think it's gonna be like a 28-20 type of game, an 8-point win. Maybe even I can see that game having a defensive touchdown in it with those defenses. Somebody getting a pick six or something like that, or even a safety. Something's gonna happen in that game. So Seahawks win by 8. And that's all I got. Week 7 NFL picks and predictions. Just in store for another big week, man. Hopefully I'm coming on here talking about a Vikings win next Tuesday or Wednesday on here. But if not, I'll be talking about a Vikings short week because they go to the Chargers next Thursday night. So we'll see what happens. That's the nature of football. It's the best sport to watch. Although it's not the best time of the year. My favorite time of the year is like late spring, early summer. But what are you going to do? I love watching football, though. So, all right, guys. Well, I'll see you back here next week. Enjoy the games. And as always, Skol Vikes. All right, guys. See you next week.